says, "No, you want to sell your truck?" And I says, "No, I really haven't thought about it. It's paid for, nothing wrong with it. I don't drive it a lot because I got Dennis's little truck, you know, or Dennis
I was going to say, who are you talking about?
But he said, "Well, I'm looking for a truck. You want to sell it?" I said, "Well, let me think about it." So I talked to Chris. He said, "Well, you know, it's an '01. I mean, it's getting old." I said, "There's nothing wrong with it." And I said, "But she says, you know, you could upgrade." I said, "All right." So I says, "I'd sell it." He said, "What do you want for it?" "You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I wouldn't take less than 10. He said, "I'll take it." Okay. So I had her, she got it right on the internet and tagged a truck, you know. There were still some '08s with Christmas time. Right? Well, yeah, it's right around Christmas time. I tagged one of them, and the incentives were really good. You know, I mean, I could have bought I wanted a 3/4 ton to pull a race car with, loaded, not 4-door, cab and a half, but had the 6.0 engine in it, had the bigger wheels, the leather interior, everything but navigation on it. Could have bought that between $22,000 and $23,000.
Really? Jesus.
I said, Jesus, I might as well buy one. So she said, she tagged it. We didn't tag it the first day, and the one we really wanted was gone. So then there was moved down the line. There's another one coming out another 2 weeks or 3 weeks after that. We tagged that. And she says, "Now, I hate to throw a wrench into things, but that vehicle up to Grand Rapids is still up there." And I said, "The vehicle?" She says, "Yeah, that one at Weller's, at the junkyard." I said, "You're kidding me." She says, "No, it's still up there." I said, "Not the gray one?" She says, "Yeah, the gray one's still up there." I said, "You want to go up there and look at it with me?" She says, "Yeah." It was over the holiday. She had the time off. She said, "Yeah, let's go." Well, it's a 1-ton dually, 300, and it's got a turtle top on it. They call it fiberglass. It's like a mini motorhome. It's got a 12.5-foot box on it, and it's on a van chassis, but it's a 1-ton chassis. And I looked at it last year in October. Would you quit pointing that thing at me?
No, I want to hear you tell a story.
And they wanted $18,500 for it. Well, we looked up on the internet. She got on the internet, knew somebody that worked at a dealership, and they pulled up the VIN number and found out all about it. The chassis was worth about $2,200. They paid for it. And this box they put on the back of it is worth about $13,000. So, and we found out the insurance company paid off $33,000 on this vehicle. It had 57 miles on it. And
only 57?
57 miles on it. It said where they built the turtle tops, that factory caught fire. And it warped this one side panel, and there was a panel missing on the bottom of the left side driver's side. They want $18,500 for it. And God, I thought that would work good to pull a race car around with it. You know, and I would like to have, before I had kind of a conversion van, motorhome, that was old, but this was new. But God, that would work good. So we hemmed and hawed, and I talked to her about it. Finally, I said, "Screw it, not worth it. I don't need it." So we went out and looked at it, and went out and looked at it. I said, "Well, it's the same one." I says, talked to her. I said, "Wouldn't that make a good race car hauler?" She's kind of agreed. Well, I went around and looked. They wanted $14,500 for it now. Come down $4,000. So then I thought, well, let's go talk. So I went and talked, and I offered him 12. He says, "No." He says, "We'll chop it up and we'll sell it." You know, he says, "We can't sell it." I got more into it than that. And I said, okay. So I think we went home. We come back the next day and went out and looked. And I offered it. What? I can't remember. I made another offer. I said, "I'll give you $12,200 for it." He says, no. He says, "The lowest I would ever go is $12,500. And I said, "Okay, I'll take it." So I got $12,500 into this brand new 1-ton chassis. I sold my truck for $10,000. So for basically $2,500, I got a brand new vehicle, 1-ton, and it's
really nice.
It's got a sidewalk-in door, like a motorhome door on it and stuff. Nothing's finished on the inside, but it's all ready to be
Yeah.
finished. The wiring, there's all kinds of wiring on the inside, and it's going to be a nice. I followed the race car with it. Well, then this stuff. Had a real nice open, all aluminum trailer. Pull my race car around and put aluminum box on the front of it, tire box and everything. Really nice. Everybody likes it. Well, I told her, I said, now I got to have an enclosed trailer. What do you mean? I says, well, the stuff I had in the back of my pickup won't go in the back of this finished motorhome. I can't put it in there. And she was kind of, you know, like, okay. So, Spartan Speedway owned 2 tracks, Springport and Spartan Speedway. Well, they had a 2-seater race car. They take people for rides in it. And he says, we're not going to use that trailer. I want to sell my trailer. So for 2 years I've been talking about that trailer. And so it's been stored inside. Just went from one track to the other one. And we went and looked at it. And I priced one up to Beck's. We want $13,000 for one. About as good. This one's one step up, but basically it's all got the same stuff in it. I bought this trailer for $6,200. So I got a really nice setup now. But I don't have a 4-wheel drive truck, and that makes I haven't been without one of them in a long time. But in the wintertime, she usually gets 4-wheel drive vehicles, so and she can trade for a 4-wheel drive vehicle anytime.